evening.
SD. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. And you, Charles? So nice to see you here. Hello,
I'm great.
Hello, Valerie. So good to see you. Wow, we already have 173 people. That's awesome.
Yes, we're already connected to Facebook.
Hello.
Hey. Fidima.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, hello, Charles. Hi, Golibe.
How are you all doing?
Very good. Hello, Tony.
Please allow me to switch network and come back. Okay. You are all welcome to today's presentation. We're so excited to have you all here. We are 200 on Zoom, over 200 on Zoom now, and we have a lot of us who are already connected on Facebook. We have great leaders in our midst today to come with us. Opportunity that will change our life in the next 90 days when you grind. When you grind, it's not free money, it is when you grind. My name is Charles Tambou. I'm the boss of the Global Bosses. I'm so excited to have to be with you here today with others of our leaders. We have SD2 Golibe all the way from UK with us here. You can see what technology can do for us. And we have Chidima, you are in Owerri, or where are you? Because I see you're always on the move now. Then we have Tony Rich, another person that usually dissects the compensation plan with us. Yeah, we have the Longrich governor is supposed to be with us, James. So we are expecting him as we progress in this program. And so let me just share my screen. So as for us to get started, you're all welcome to today's presentation. So I'll share my screen quickly so that look at speakers here. You can see their faces. Yes. So we're talking about 90 days to greatness. And we talk about our business opportunity. Then we'll wrap it up with success stories, amazing success stories that we have in this business. The question is, why 90 days? 90 days has changed the life of so many of us. If you look at me, I joined this opportunity late 2018. Precisely first week of September 2018 was when I ran with this opportunity we are about to share with you, Longrich. And so when I started, because I believe in the power of 90 days, I've been in this profession for over 12 years. So I've been taught what 90 days can do for us. If you, let me ask you these questions. How many days do we have in a semester? In a semester, when you go to school, how many days? How many days do we have in a quarter? When companies are planning their activities, they usually break it into quarters. How many days do we have in a quarter? Then the seasons. How many days do we have in a season? So that's to give you an idea why there is need. I want to see the comments. Let me see your comments. How many days? Let me see the comments in the chat box. How many days do we have? 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. So is even nature, what things are doing, what people are doing in the world should give you an idea why you need to go all out in your business in the next 90 days. And so at the end of the presentation today, choose a 90 days game plan. And so when I came on board, I was showing us a picture of where I was when I came on board this opportunity. Things were tough with me. I was in a debt of over 15 million. Creditors were knocking. Landlord gave me a quick notice. My children were at home when others were taking their children to school. So do you think I needed something that I have to wait a longer time? I'm not telling you this is going to be a get-rich-quick scheme, but there is something about success. Success lost speed. I've been sharing that with people, and many of our leaders too have been sharing that with people. And so when you understand what 90 days is all about, you run with it. And so I learned the idea of 90 days from my mentor, Eric Worre. If you go online, maybe you see a big part. I think there is a short video he has online on YouTube. Go and watch that video. You see why it is very important for you to go into a 90 days bliss. And so to tell you how my belief system was so strong then when I came on board this opportunity, because I've seen people had success in this business. So I don't need anything to convince me again. I've seen the success stories of the star directors who went from nothing to something. And so I had this idea that as long as these people have made it, I can make it. And so it was this accident that made me to join this business. I was putting on a neck collar. My upline, Mrs. Ineka Iwelu, gave me a product. And that product is called Actual Revival. When I used the product worked. Worst case, the worst of it all, then I didn't even have the money to get registered. So don't tell me, people tell me, Charles, you came into the business, so you pump in a lot of money. That was why you ran so fast. No, I didn't even have money. And so she registered me with her money because I pleaded that she do that. And when I start making money, I'm going to give her back the money. Now look at this. When I came on board the business, to tell you how serious I was with my business, I told my landlord to give me 90 days. That after 90 days, he should do whatever he wants to do. I told my creditors to give me 90 days. I told my wife, look, this is a new venture for us. We have prayed for before we joined the business, but give me 90 days also. I have seen something good here. So we went all out. So what are the different stages? Within 90 days, my life changed. I hand over 7 figures within 90 days into my business. What was I doing? I will share that with you as we continue with this presentation briefly. I'm not going to take your time. But I want to tell you there are 3 levels to 90 days. Level 1 is 10 to 20 hours for those who are saying they don't have time. If you can do 10 to 20 hours every week, in a week, do 10 to 20 hours in your business and focus on income producing activity. So what are income producing activity? Looking for people, talking to them, following up on them, closing the deal, registering them into your business and training them. Don't just bring them into the business without you training them. And so what are you training them on? What you have done. the things you have done, how they came on board, show them. Because some of them will be asking, I don't know how to talk to people, but what I tell them, how did I not talk to you? It took you time for you to come in. Sometimes you came in immediately, I shared the business opportunity. So follow the same pattern. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. The system is already there. Follow the system, go all in 90 days, you surely have success. So there is another level, the second level. For those who really want to make the big bucks, they go to 20 to 40 hours in a week. So what you need to do is break these hours into days and commit to it 100%. If you say you're going to be doing 1 hour in a day or 2 hours in a day, make sure you have a workstation going into your business 2 hours in a day, 100%. Don't allow anything to disturb you. And before you do that, make sure you have a discussion with members of your family. You've had a discussion with them. You've had a discussion with your friends before you do that. So you have those who are in the third level. I was in the third level because I needed a solution quickly to get out of my challenges then. And those are the people who went all in. I burnt my bridges. Imagine I was a civil servant. I've never had success before I quit my job. Nobody tries that. But because I've seen the future, I went all in. I don't give a damn to my job. I said, man, I'm not coming back. After my accident, no, I'm not coming back to this job. I've seen something else that will take me out of my challenges. And so I went all in day and night, 60 hours to 80 hours, sharing my business opportunity with people. Why? Because I believe that success loves speed. When you condense the hour into 90 days, all in, you will discover that it is easier because it's efficient, it is effective, it creates results, people follow results. The more they see you having results, at first they will not join you, but when they see that you started having results, you that is begging before, you don't beg again, you don't take loan again, you don't cry for money again, they'll be attracted to you. And they see how excited you are. It is fun because you are doing it with all, you are excited doing it. It looks very attractive. Many people are attracted to our business because now, because of the speed at which we are growing the business, there is momentum, it builds confidence, and it creates velocity in your business. There is momentum. The person who goes all in 90 days, there is no way the person will be crying that people are not working in my team, because you surely have people who are working in your team. So what's the name of the game? What's the name of the game? It is called whoever talks to the most people wins. I want you to drop that in the chat box or in the comments. Whoever talks to the most people win in this game of 90 days. Whoever talks to most people wins. Somebody says no, there is no audio. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, drop 1 in the chat box. Yes. Whoever talks to the most people win. And now in this COVID-19, in this period of COVID-19, where people are losing their job, where people are complaining, people are having results, because right now there is an opportunity for you to talk to more people. And so if someone that is talking to 2 people a day and someone that is talking to 50 to 100 people a day, do you think they will have the same result? Let me see your comment in the chat box. It's like being in a beast mode doing your business. And so as we go along this seminar, this webinar today, you will learn about the business, and you will learn more why there is need for you to go all in. Focus on activity. Get that into your score. Whoever talks to the most people wins, nothing else. And so all you need to be asking yourself now is, what number of people am I supposed to be talking to? I need to be talking to every day. Exposures. The more you expose your business to people, the more money you make. in this business. And the faster you grow in the business. And so you do one-on-one, two-on-one, three-on-one, group presentation, you register someone, meet their people. If you don't have people, people have people. We are in the business of people. And so if you meet one person, ask them, who do you think will be in love with this business? Or if someone rejects you, well, thank you for rejecting me. Thank the person. Thank you that you are not in love with this business. Do you know someone else you think can do a business like this? I have gotten referrals like that. Ask for referrals, and people will introduce their friends to you. And once they know that you're coming from someone that they know, they will be free to talk to you. And so there are more to this. It's not something we can do in 15 minutes, 90 days game plan. There are more to it. And so I want to, well, our speaker that is supposed to talk about the company profile is not yet here. So I'll be taking that quickly. The business that we want to share with you that you can run with is called Longrich. Longrich Business Opportunity. Longrich is a multi-billion-dollar organization. It's an organization that has been in existence for the past 34 years, all the way from China. And it's founded by who? Let me share my screen again. It's founded by Zuzwe. One thing I respect about his leadership is he has backed so many portfolio in his life, and he is someone that knows what it means to lead an organization. This man is a visionary. Through him today, many people who never thought of million or living a life of style today are living a life of style. In Africa especially, not all businesses survive in Africa, but this business is spreading like wildfire. Why? Because this man put into consideration the ones who had nothing, who have nothing, because his focus is to help this one. And so once you build this business correctly, you will surely have success in your business. Sorry, give me time. Let me share my screen quickly so that we'll talk about the company. So when you build this correctly, you surely have success in your company. So what are we? So, okay, fine. Let me share my screen, sorry. This is the person I'm talking about. When I came in contact with him, when he came to Lagos, before we even traveled to China, I saw someone who is a visionary, who has energy. Despite how old he was then, he was running everywhere. He's a servant leader. He has masters in business administration. He's a representative of People's Congress, Jiangsu Province 10 and 11, Executive Director, Cleaning Production Association Industry China, Director of Daily Chemical Association Industry of Jiangsu Province. This man is a well-known man in the world. He's one of the top richest men in the world. You know one thing in China, you can't build a multi-level company in China. The money you will use in registering a network marketing company in China will take that money, you can use it to register a company in the whole of Africa and in the US. But he did this because he's a very transparent man. He's well known by the government. And Longrich was a manufacturing company at first. Longrich manufactured products for other companies before they started the MLM aspect. These are Longrich areas of financial investments. I'm not going to talk much about it. They have investments in agriculture, in different sectors. Now look at, do you know any company here? Is there any company you are familiar with? I want you to drop it in the chat box. Is there any company you are familiar with? Fine. We can see HP, we can see And many of us know Sensodyne. Sensodyne toothpaste was Longrich manufactures Sensodyne toothpaste. HTC, Intel, Omega, Air France, Longrich manufactures products for these companies. When we went to China, in order for me to show my friends that what we are saying is true, I bought a product, Longrich manufactured product for Adidas. Adidas is a well-known company in the world. Longrich manufactures products for them. This is not a business that has to do with your locality. That is why you can have team members all over the world. Longrich is represented in over 190 countries. And so it's a business that you can build in any country and earn in any currency. See, some of our leaders are already earning. They are in Nigeria, they are earning in pounds, they are earning in dollars, because they have businesses in those countries. So how would you feel not having a business in just your own locality, but you can have business in other parts of the world? That is one of the things I love about this profession, this business, because if something is happening in a particular country, you don't give it damn, because other countries will yield you business. And so we have branch offices in different parts of the world. More offices are being opened, and you can see that of US. For you to have a business in US, it's not easy. But Longrich has a business in US, has in Nigeria, Thailand, Indonesia, Ghana, South Africa, different countries. Longrich business models has to do with direct sales, traditional supermarket, organic spa club, franchise retail shop, factory, e-commerce. We're saying is switch your brand. Whatever you are already using, once we talk about the products, you see that these are products where you're already using from other companies, but you don't earn using those products. But when you join Longrich company and use their product, tell your friends about it, you're going to earn. This is Longrich factory in China. We were there. This place is massive. I thought I knew much about Longrich until we went to China last year. It was awesome. That's how the place was. You can't call Longrich Center in just a week. It's massive. Longrich Research Center in different countries. I have in New York, Japan, France, and other parts. Then the ninth research center is being built where? In Africa. Igbejuleki is almost in completion. Very soon, most of the products, many people are complaining, we don't have products. Why is it that we don't have products? It's because the demand is high, guys. The demand is high. I wonder what people are using our toothpaste to do. If it's not effective, will we be lacking toothpaste? No, the products are effective. And that is one of the things that attracted me to the business. And so we want to talk about the products, and we have one of here, an expert, someone I respect so much. And she's one of those people I listened to when I came on board this business, which was talking about Longrich products. You know, I was doing the business. I had to invite her, man, come, you need to come help me launch my business. And so I'm so privileged to have her here. Is Chidima Upaka. Very good product. So let her come share with us what the product is all about. You know, those are what would I call it? Their ideas about the product is what we are using, because you know what you don't know, you don't know. Let's give it up for Chidima. You're excited for Chidima. I want you to drop 111 in the chat box.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so elated. Thank you, Mr. Charles, our Star Director with this company. I'm so excited to work with you. And I want to also say thank you to everyone. You're very much welcome. You're very much welcome to today's presentation. And so, yeah, Longrich, our products are actually very amazing, like Charles has said. And that was one of the biggest why and one of my biggest attractions to the company. I have always seen a lot of people, a lot of networks have just one range of products. And my attraction to Longrich was that they had varieties. I mean, over 2,000 products with this network. And I was like, wow, if these guys could have over 2,000, that means, and every day they even manufacture new things. Every day they're launching one new product or the other. And so I told myself, this is a company I would love to partner with. And when I partnered with the company, I took very much interest in the product because my father had tooth problem and he's a medical doctor and he recommends Sensodyne to all his patients. And when he came, he also tried using Sensodyne to take care of his tooth problem, and it didn't stop. It was temporal. The pain continued as though it was permanent. So I introduced him to Longrich and told him to just give it a try and let's see. And he tried it. And my dad, who never chew bones, started chewing bones. So the day I saw him, I was like, you said your teeth was paining you. So how come you're chewing these bones? He said, now your toothpaste, they work. Oh. And so that was a very big yes for me. And I had to do my research. I had to go full time into the product to know what they are all about, how it is manufactured, what content was in the product, and a lot more. And so I'm going to share with us why Longrich is committed to giving you a beautiful and a healthy lifestyle. So our flagship product is our toothpaste. So if you're a Longrich member, or maybe you haven't registered and you have not seen our toothpaste before, I'm sure a lot of people, over 70% of Nigerians, have come in contact with this toothpaste, maybe in a store, a supermarket, a mall. Our toothpaste is number one. But you know what? We don't advertise because we already have word of mouth advertisement. Now, our toothpaste, after I discovered that Longrich manufactures for companies like GSK, I'm sure our SD said that. If companies like Longrich manufacture for GSK and GSK owns Sensodyne, you can imagine a company who manufactures that amazing toothpaste make theirs. It's something to write home about. And so I found that Longrich had an ingredient in their toothpaste that makes you want to keep using it and that is not in Sensodyne. And that's the xylitol. The day I discovered that, I told myself, okay, let's know what xylitol is. And I found out that it's a rare natural sweetener that is rarely found. And it's grown in most parts of Asia. And it's used to take care of tooth problems. And guess what? Our toothpaste is YT multi-effect. So, I mean, it makes it sound like Wi-Fi because the moment you start using it, you get accustomed to using it. The taste is different, the feeling is mutual, and it's super amazing. For men who have bums, our toothpaste can help take care of your bums and aftershave. You can use it as an aftershave cream. We have products for people who have fertility issues like the Leaa and the Mengen. A lot of people keep calling me to ask, how is this taken? Let me tell you, all our products are not chemical-based products. They're all organic because the company wants to move Africa and the world at large from a chemical-based product use to an organic product use. So we're switching from using chemicals regularly to using organic products. And so our Leaa is taking 4 by the man, and the woman takes 2 mengen in the morning and 2 mengen in the evening. This helps for effective body fertility. It enhances your hormones because a lot of couples do not know or do not understand that hormonal imbalances can be a very big key to primary infertility. And most women also have, at their very young age, early 30s and late 30s, fibroid. And this actually could be the cause of primary infertility. Now, Longrich has varieties of products. So if you match 1, 2, 3 products to get what you want. Now, for fertility and the primary causes, you're going to need to use our Mengen for the woman and our panty liner. Now, guess what? Our panty liner is one of its kind because it contains anions. And so the name of our panty liner is not just called panty liner, it's called magnetic energy. And the reason why it's called magnetic energy, superb clean is because of the fact that their presence of far infrared that's able to magnet tiny bacteria to itself. So what it does, when you wear it, it has a connection with your body. It attracts the bacteria down to itself. And then the anions helps to purify your body as a woman and correct your hormonal imbalance. Now, if you have a case of a patient who has fibroid, it helps to attract the fibroid cells to itself, thereby cutting it into lumps, and then you see the whole thing out. For women who have infection, it also does the same thing. Now, anions are negatively charged, and because your body is positively charged, it's attracting because they are unlike charges. And so with our panty liner for women, the men can also use the panty liner. We also have videos online of how you can use our panty liner. Now, when you use it, we guarantee you that fertility issues will be solved, 100%. Now, for the men, when you take Leaa 4, the woman should take Mengian 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. Another product that's also attracted me is the pad. Now, let me tell us, a lot of women do not know that at the early age of a girl growing up, you should introduce the girl child, every girl child anywhere in the world, to our amazing sanitary pad. Because all of the pads I know that are produced in Nigeria, let me tell you, have very low quality. I've used lots and lots of pad while growing up and different companies. And let me tell you, the difference between this and other companies is different, totally different, on a very different level. Our pad is 100% cotton. And most women do not know that the cause, one of the major causes of infertility is the use of poor sanitary towels. And poor sanitary napkins can cost a whole lot. A lot of bacterial infection accumulated over time. And so with the pad, every girl child is expected to use this. Why? Because our pads are 100% cotton. They are made from natural products. They're made from natural sources. And so everyone needs to use this. So when you start introducing this to your daughter on time, to a friend, to a sister, to a mom, to a wife on time, you're going to see the beauty of having to use our pad. Okay, can you hear me? Sorry, if you can hear me, drop 2222. If you can still hear me. Okay,
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's back on. And so, okay, so we're back still on the pad. I say it every day, wherever you hear Women's Day, Girl Child Day, please introduce this. If it's possible, every year, everyone should at least give a girl child a sanitary pad because it's very important. This has saved a lot of lives. And why wouldn't people do Longrich? A lot of us are not able to sell our products because we don't know the content of what we have. We have international standard products, and all our products are NAFDAC certified, and they all have ISO standard. All our products went through HACCP, Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point, before it was sent down to Africa. And so it goes a long way to tell us a whole lot of things. For men who have hot belly, we have our wine. Our wine is very good. For people who want to control their immune system, now what's the thing in the air? COVID-19. Our alkaline cup is there to help you. Because for the fact that the virus has to attack the respiratory system to get you to have COVID, they use our alkaline cup. Because every cell, virus most especially, it's almost very impossible to kill a virus. Well, because a virus replicates millions and billions of cells in a very short while. And so with our alkaline cup, we're going to devoid the cell of oxygen. And because most cells die off because they do not have oxygen. Now, because that cell is going to die off because it doesn't have oxygen, you don't get to have cancer or COVID or whatever it is. Use our alkaline cup. People complain of ulcer patients. Use our berry oil. Our berry oil is super amazing. Super, super amazing. You can go to our screen and just look at how the berry oil looks like. It's one of our products that was manufactured in the USA, and it was made from very extensive. Very exciting. It's very good for people who have glaucoma, eye problems. Please switch to using our berry oil. Our berry oil is very important. And we have thousands of them. Our energy port. our energy shoe. These are the first human power bank. This is where Longrich raised the bar so high because most companies cannot afford to manufacture products that use nanotechnology. And that's the new technology right now in town, nanotechnology. And what do we mean? We mean that a shoe that works by using acupuncture gets to stimulate your body system, gets to get your blood to have proper circulation all over the body. And that's what our energy shoe does. So if you're not an aged person from the ages of 65 and above who are likely to have very poor blood circulation, which may lead to stroke, cervical or lumbar spondylosis, and a lot of other diseases, refer them to use our shoe. And buying the shoe or any of our products automatically makes you a member. And so that's it for our shoe. Our energy pot is very good. Today, I knew the difference between our energy pot and every other pot we use in the market. Because today, cook a food that has to do with vegetable in the Longrich pot, and then cook the same vegetable in another pot, and you're going to see the difference. And let me tell you, Longrich products are natural, they are organic, and that's what our body needs. The reason why a lot of people are dying at a very early stage right now in life is because they use chemical-based products, and it's not good for our health. We have 1,001 products more. Look at my skin. I mean, don't I look good? Our bamboo charcoal soap is amazing. I mean, I did not believe in the power of that soap until I was able to see someone who it took care of its mononucleosis skin problem. If you have very terrible skin problem, what are you waiting for? Use our bamboo soap. Our bamboo soap is top notch, is way out of this world. People now sell bleaching creams in the name of organics, and they are everywhere on the internet telling you, buy our organic products, buy this, it works, this and that. No, in the next few years, you're gonna be seeing a difference in your skin from using these organic products you buy outside. And this is because they contain a lot of chemicals. But our products are natural. So if you know anyone who has a very terrible skin condition, please refer the person to use our bamboo soap. Our bamboo soap is superb. And we have lots. If I start to talk about our products, I'm not sure we're going to leave today, but I'm going to do justice to a few. And I'm sure my time is up. Thank you very, very much. And lastly, if you're here and you have not in any way bought our mosquito repellent, this is the season. I've not had malaria in so many months. Our mosquito repellent is it for me. In fact, I discovered something recently about mosquito repellent. A lot of people use it as a nail cleaner. You can use it as a nail polish, but most importantly, spray it before you sleep, and you're going to have a very good night's feel. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles, and to everyone who's online. I hope this helps, and I hope to see you some other time. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you, Golibe SD. And thank you,
fantastic.
Thank you so much.
We have over 2,000 products, guys. No time to talk about them. If you want to know more about products, we have the product catalog to help you. And so ask anyone who invited you to this webinar to send you the product catalog. Now we want to listen to one of the gurus in our business, knows more about the compensation plan. So Mr. Tony Rich, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Charles. My name is Ezoke Anthony, popularly known as Tony Rich. I started bearing that name in 2016 when there was no hope. So in Longrich, you talk about products, the company profile, and you don't talk about money, then why then do we even join Longrich? So I'll be talking about the money part of Longrich. I'll be sharing my screen so that we can get started. Okay. So 90 days.
We need the money. Tony, where are you? Network, don't try us. That's the part we want to listen
The
to.
point value incentive. Can you hear me?
We didn't get the other part, so you need to rewind.
From the first?
Yes. Okay, good.
Okay, 90 days greatness, compensation plan with Tony Rich. I said my popular quote, which is, if you were not born with silver spoon, you can buy one in Longrich. I wasn't born with silver spoon. Now I can buy one in Longrich. The compensation plan is, how do Longrich pay us? Let's get started. This time is going. So there are two ways that Longrich compensates us. We have the cash bonus and the point value incentive. Now, the revenue bonus is one of the cash bonus. We have the performance bonus, development bonus, leadership bonus, maintenance, stroke retail bonus. Then the point value incentive, we have the VIP incentive. If you are not a VIP, you are losing, because the company shares 1% of its global profits to all the VIPs. It counts in points. It can start in bits, but with time it grows and it runs to millions. We have the worldwide incentive, the 2.5 monthly global sales. If you hit Diamond 4, the companies share an extra 1% for travel, 1% for travel. If you hit Diamond 6, the company shares extra 1% for car, so that you can change your car yearly in the future as the business grow. If you hit Diamond 7 in the business, the company also pay you 0.5% part of the share, so you can use and get a house of your choice. Then the Star Director incentive ranging from 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and others. So let's get started. The referral bonus, we have the mini combo. This very old combo there. It came out 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Where you can join with 14,000, not join, where you add a mini combo to your silver package. It must be silver package, not Q silver. And anybody you recruit who add the mini combo to their own package also get 10,000 naira from that. Just a special bonus. And we also have the starter combo, where you can start from the name starter combo. That means you can use this package to start Longrich. If you can't afford, like Charles said, the upline registered him when he had no money to start. If you have somebody like that, like Charles, who you could put in the system and see whether there will be good news from him, you can start the person's business with a starter combo package. So we have the referral bonus from starter combo, 2,700. Anybody bring that join with starter combo, you must do the starter combo yourself. Anybody that joins with the starter combo, you get 2,700 from that person. If the person recruits another person, you also get 700 from that person. If the third person recruits another a 10,015 starter combo, you get 1,400. It is in third generation. We have the fast reach pack. This is a super. It's called fast reach pack because Longrich pays you so fast. You join with, you don't need to even join with 41,000 naira, but let's take that way. You don't need to join with somebody who started with combo package can bring somebody who joined for 41,000 and get 8,000 the next day. So you mustn't join with 41,000 or 82,000 for you to earn the fast reach pack. I think this picture will explain. We have some amazing designs on how to promote this. So, you start Longrich business with just 10,000, 15 naira. These are the products. And then we have this amazing combo where you add the starter combo and that of the fast reach pack. And if you bring somebody that joined with 51,000, 15 who added this fast reach pack and the starter combo, you get 10,700. So this is how to make money in Longrich. If you want to make a lot, this is your opportunity. If you bring in 10% that joins with 51,000, 15, you get 107,000. So this is big. So those of us who are looking for a job, this is an opportunity. Like I used to say, if a company could pay you 10,700 for bringing a customer who can buy 51,000, 15 worth of product, will that interest you? Can you do that kind of job? If you can, then this is an opportunity for you. So we'll go into the cash bonus properly, the performance bonus, very important. This is the major bonus that everybody is expecting weekly. It is paid weekly, paid on minimum of 2 legs, paid on the performance 3, anybody under your network, paid on upgrade orders. The strong leg is called the sharing leg or the reference leg. So the company pays you on 2-week leg, 2-week leg. Let's go to the calculation. So these are the entry levels, and then this is how the company pays you. You can see maybe on the first level, you made 240 PV year, 120 PV year, 720 PV year. So the weaker legs are the 240 and the 120. The company calculates it based on platinum membership level. So what you earn in Longrich, some people ask me, what is the value of 1 PV? It's always a problem with a new prospect. But I tell them, What you join Longrich with is what determines what you earn from your recruits. That's why we also encourage upgrade. This is where upgrade affects. If you're a silver member and you recruit a VIP on your weak leg, and I am a platinum or VIP and I recruit a VIP on my weak leg, I earn 40,032 naira while you earn 26,000 something. So you are losing if you don't upgrade. So the company pays you on 2 week leg. You can see it here, the first level, maybe the first week, they pay you on the 240 plus 120, 360, then times by 12%, convert to dollar. Then the second level, maybe the second generation, the company calculates accumulatively what happens there. 120 PV, 240, 720 PV. Add this up, they are the weaker leg. Then this is the bigger leg. The company does not pay you that too. So the company pays you on the 2 weaker leg. That is how the performance bonus is paid. Development bonus is also paid weekly. It's paid on 2 minimum legs, paid based on your placement tree, paid on upgrade orders of 60 PV and above. The company started with 240, 2015, 2016, they keep reducing it to 120, now it's 60 PV. So you can get paid development bonus even as a Q server. That's what that means. Now, the development bonus is paid on levels. That is why it's good if you can have a perfect network in Longrich. What I mean by perfect network, you bring your tree, the 3 bring their tree 9, the 9 bring their tree 27, the 27 bring their tree 81, 81 bring their tree 243, something like that. If you can have a perfect structure that way, you earn a lot of development bonus. And as your team upgrades, the company also pay you development bonus. So how do they calculate development bonus? They pay based on what? The 2 weaker leg on each level. If you can see 120 PV here, we use 120 PV here, but you can also use 60 PV. The company pays you on 2. Let's use the second generation, the second level. On this place, where is the weakest PV? 120, 960, 1680. So the company picks up 960, which is the weaker one, and 1680. Yeah. And that's what they pay you on development bonus. It's paid on levels. It's not just about accumulative. It's paid on levels. Sometimes you can't calculate it because you can't go down to check what happens on your level. So you just watch and see the blessings. Sometimes I get a very big development bonus and I get happy. So let's move. The leadership bonus, very important. This is why we encourage people to sponsor their first 3 legs, and also allows your first 3 legs to sponsor. Those who use their kids as the first 3 legs, allow them to sponsor the next 3 person under them so that you will not lose some development leadership bonus. Now, listening carefully, because here it's a little bit confusing. This is Longrich payment system. Leadership bonus is entitles you to earn 10 to 45% of your downline's performance bonus up to 12 generations. It's based on your sponsor tree and rankings. So you can see things that affect the leadership bonus. I will go down to that. It's paid weekly, payable to leaders above Diamond 2 level. So if you're Diamond 2, you should be expecting some leadership bonus, but there are conditions. So let's go to that condition. Leadership bonus depends on 3 things. Your sponsor tree. That means if you sponsor the first person, you earn 10% from that person if you're Diamond 2. The second generation was sponsored by the first person you sponsor, you earn 5% from there. Let me not confuse us, but has leadership bonus for you. So the sponsor tree depends on the sponsor tree, depend on your ranking. As your ranking increases, your leadership bonus increases. You must do your 30 PV maintenance. From Diamond 2, it is compulsory so that you can earn your leadership bonus. You can earn your point value incentive. There are lots to gain if you do your 30 PV. So let's go. I didn't show Diamond 2. I started from Diamond 3 here. So these are the charts of leadership bonus. And as it increases, the percentage of leadership bonus increases as your rank increases. Diamond 2 is 10%. Diamond 3, we have 20% here. So you earn 20%. What does that mean? Check this. We have 10%, 5%, 5%. Listen to what that means. It means generations. The first 3 person you sponsor, you get 10% of their performance bonus. The people they sponsor, the first 3 person, the 9th person they sponsor under them, you get 5% of their the performance bonus. The 3rd people, which is the 27, the level, you get 5%. So you can have a lot happening on the 4th level. You can have a lot happening on the 5th level. That's why people who are Diamond 2, but they have Diamond 5 under them, or they have a Star Director under them, or they have a Diamond 3, they are losing some leadership bonus because they can't earn downward because of their ranking. At Diamond 4, you earn 10% the first level, the first 3%. You earn 5% on the second, the 9%. You earn 5% on the 27%. You earn 5% on the 81%. So these are how the leadership bonus here. It increases up to 5%. That is why leadership bonus in the long run becomes the biggest bonus, because it does not have limits. It does not have limits. You can earn as much as possible in leadership bonus. In the performance bonus, there's a limit to that. I think it is 36 million in Naira, $22,500. That is what you can earn maximum on each leg for performance bonus. But for leadership bonus, you don't have any limit. If you earn 1 billion a year in future, maybe in the next 20, 30 years in Longrich will pay for that. I hope we are following. If you're following, you can type some number, maybe 222. So I'll be sure we are following. Okay, that is good news. So let me continue. Share my screen. So we are in the fourth cash bonus. We have the retail stroke maintenance bonus. Now the retail, that is the 30 PV you do every month, entitle you to earn a lot of bonuses. And so we're going to be outlining them here. The repeat stroke maintenance order bonus is paid weekly. By purchasing a repeat or maintenance order for 30 PV and above within a cycle, 4 weeks, you earn the following bonus. Now let me clear this too. The 4 weeks, which is called a cycle in Longrich, your 30 PV, you can do it instrumentally. You mustn't wait till your money is 30 PV. You can buy product worth 30 PV before you can do it. That means in the first cycle, you can buy 10 PV. Second cycle, you buy 5 PV. Am I saying it? Like second week of the same cycle? Let me repeat myself. There are 4 weeks in a cycle. On the first week, you can buy 10 PV. Second week, you can buy 20 PV and it completes your 30 PV. Or you can buy 5, 5, 12, no matter how you want, just break it down that way. You can buy it instrumentally. So you mustn't be 30 PV at the go. So the first bonus you earn from a retail order, which is the 30 PV, is from everybody under your network. I think this will be easier, up to 15 level. That means if your first 3%, if you recruit the first 3% now, and they all did 30 PV, plus you must do your 30 PV before you earn from somebody's 30 PV. You must do it. You can lose a lot of money if you don't do that. So maybe you did your 30 PV and your first 3% under you did 30 PV. The company pays you 30 PV, you can see it here, 30 PV times 4.5%, which is $1.35, times the number of persons that did the 30 PV under your network, times the number of persons. If you have 100 distributors and they all did a 30 PV in this cycle, you're going to earn 100 times 263.25 Naira, which is 26,000 something. So if you have 1,000 persons, you earn 1,000 times 200 and something. You can see where we get the 200. So the company pays you 4.5% of everyone under your generation up to 15 level who did their 30 PV, provided you did yours too. So this is the first bonus you can earn. You can earn a lot of money here. Imagine you have a team of, let's break it down. You have a team of 100 distributors and they all did their 30 PV plus you. That means every month, no matter what happened in the system, you get 26,325 Naira monthly. If everybody is commit themselves in doing this 30 PV every month. If you have 100 distributors, you have this. If you have 1,000 distributors, you have 263,000. Imagine this is like somebody's salary. So let's bring up this culture. I know it in Longrich is not compulsory, but let's do this. Let's inculcate it in our team members so everybody can do their 30 PV. The 30 PV, you buy things you use in your house monthly, your soap, your cream, your toothpaste, your shampoo, things you use. These are what you should buy with the 30 PV. So the second bonus, this is amazing. This is for those who have a market and those who have customers who are supermarkets, who own supermarket, sorry, or pharmacy, those who sell Longrich product in bulk. Now, after doing your 30 PV, if you did your 30 PV, maybe you want to do a retail order or a repeat order, and you did a repeat order of 1,030 PV from your retail order. The company takes out 30 PV to maintain your account, and the 1,000 PV on top is what they call the breakaway bonus. The company pays you 21 to 45% on that extra 1,000 PV. Look at it here. So if it's 800 1,000 PV, you get 37% of that 1,000 PV. Let me repeat myself. Maybe you have a supermarket where you know every month you make a sale of let's say 400,000 worth of Longrich products. 400,000 should give you up to 1,000 PV, or let's say 930 PV. Now, every month you send your sales girl to buy 400,000 worth of Longrich products. The company takes out 30 PV on top of the 930 you were able to buy with 400,000 and maintain your account. The remaining 900, they're going to pay you 37% of it times 200 naira, and that is how you earn breakaway bonus. You're not just any breakaway bonus by your personal purchase, but the people you sponsor too. Maybe you are Mr. A and you sponsor B, C, and D under you, and they all did maybe let's say 1,030 PV each, and you did maybe 530 PV on repeat or retail order. The company takes the 30 PV on top to maintain your account and pay you 500 for you, 1,000 for Mr. B, 1,000 for Mr. C, 1,000 for Mr. D. They pay, that is almost 4,000. Because it's 4,000, the company will, they say 3,500 or more. The company will pay you up to 55%. What is it written? If 3 of your distributor becomes super distributor, you will receive an additional 10% breakaway bonus. That means the company pays 55% of up to 3,500 PV. It's big money. It's almost 200 or 300,000. So you can earn a lot if you focus on people who are buying and selling. So people ask you, if I join this business, if I don't bring anybody, will I get paid? Tell them they can get paid from breakaway bonus, provided they are buying a lot of quantity every month. Thank you. Let's go to passive income stream incentive. So we focus on incentive now. We are through with, now the 30 PV also affects this. If you don't do your 30 PV, some people are VIP right now, they're not getting their VIP incentive because they have not done their 30 PV maintenance. If you don't do your 30 PV maintenance, you lose your VIP point, you lose your travel incentive point, you lose your car incentive point, you lose every point. So that is why 30 PV is very important. If you're a VIP and you're Diamond 4, you're Diamond 5 and above, you should focus on you shouldn't joke with your 30 PV because you're losing your VIP points, you're losing your travel points, car points, and they are all more than the amount you can use to buy a 30 PV worth of products. So this is very, very important. This is the composition plan. Follow up, I think I need to summarize it before start. Then we have the Star Director Global Incentive. This is the point where I want to be. We have 2 Star Directors with us. So they are earning, Star Director incentive. For Star Director 1, you earn 0.35. For Star Director 2, you earn 0.30. So the company brings out 0.30 of their monthly sales and share it among all Star Director 2. Now, the lesser the number of Star Directors, the more money the Star Directors earn from this incentive. If they are just one 5-star director in Nigeria, she's earning 0.05% alone. That is huge. Any other person that joins her on that Star Director 5 will share her leadership bonus, Star Directorship incentive with her. So let's speed, because the more you waste time, the more somebody's eating the money you're actually contributing. So you need to be fast. That's why success loves speed. The other incentive are the scholarship. At Diamond 7, the company offer you a scholarship to study as the 5th best university in China, Suzhou. So you can nominate someone to go and study there on behalf of you. And for Star Director, the company also send you for an MBA program. Like me, I studied civil engineer. I didn't study business. Maybe when I become a Star Director, I will go and study some business-related courses so that I could actually contribute to the company. Longrich have board of directors meeting whenever they visit China. And if you have some things you want the company to produce for you, maybe you have a product, maybe you want the company to start producing a new set of shampoo and you have the patent of it, you can submit it. And when companies start producing that, they start sharing some percentage with you. Like before, we never had a baby diaper, but we now have it. Somebody among the Star Directors, among Longrich members could have introduced that, and he or she is earning a percentage from that. So that's the compensation plan. Let me go back to the beginning. So the summary, 2 ways to earn in Longrich. We have the cash bonus, the referral bonus, performance bonus, development bonus, leadership bonus, maintenance or retail. We have the point value incentive, the VIP incentive, worldwide incentive, the Star Directorship incentive. So you're welcome to Longrich. If you have not signed up, this is your opportunity. There's a lot of ways to earn here. For those who cannot refer, for those who can refer, and for those who can build a good team, the company has a lot for you. Thanks so much. I think I'm through.
Amazing. Amazing. So thank you very much, Tony Rich, for that presentation. Now we want to hear from our 2-star director, a woman with speed. You know, so let's hear from her as the 2 Golibe Odi. Are you there, Golibe? Yeah. SD, are you there? Are you there? I thought there is no network issue in the UK. Why? What's happening? Guys, can you hear me? Drop 111 if you can hear me in the chat box. Good. SD, are you there? What's happening? We can't hear you.
Hello, everybody.
Good.
Good evening from United Kingdom. And Charles, thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity. And Tony, thanks for that compensation.
Just give her some few minutes, guys.
Hello, I'm back. You know.
Welcome back.
Oh, great. Wow, I was.
What's happening in the UK? What's affecting the network? It should not be like Nigeria.
It says that no place is perfect, right?
It's okay. You have the floor now.
For this beautiful opportunity, and thank you so much, Tony and Valerie. You guys just killed it, and I learned something new today from Tony. I learned that as a VIP member, if you don't do your 30 PV every month, you don't get your incentive. I had no idea. So I think I'll have to take this, and you don't get even other incentives. So I have to take this story back to some people that have complained that they go to Diamond 4 and they're not getting their travel incentive. This could be the problem. And thanks, Chidima. A lot of people are happy with the way you explained the sanitary part. So let me quickly go to the business of today. And I'm here to share success stories. You know, they say facts tell, but stories sell. All of us love stories. We love apropos, you know, and of course, I'm going to give you loads of stories this evening. My name is Golibe. Of course, most of you know that already. So you meet the Anyasodos, and this is me and my husband. We live in the United Kingdom with our 2 lovely, active, rambunctious children. very amazing kids, but oh my God, they're so active. I work from home. I'm actually in the bedroom as I'm talking to you right now. Isn't that amazing? And this is how I work almost every day for the past 2 years, since May 2018. I used to work in the oil and gas industry, and I worked for other Fortune 500 companies. I worked for Siemens, Schneider, Schlumberger, Baker Hughes. I was an international staff working several countries, and it was quite tough for me to have that time for my family. The job disrupted my family life. That's the way I'm going to put it. And also, you know, the oil industry, if you've worked for the oil and gas company, you know that it's like this. Every time, anytime oil price goes up, so many contracts come in and they start hiring people, people will get jobs. But anytime the oil price goes down, people start losing their jobs all of a sudden. So I'll have my friends, we'll go to work together, come back, and the following morning when I get to the office, I won't see them. And the next thing I hear is that they've been fired. The next week you hear your manager has been fired. It's not like they did anything, but just that the money goes down and the oil company has to cut heads. So all those things made me very uncomfortable, and all was in my mind every day was, how do I leave this industry and get another opportunity where I can at least have peace of mind and not keep thinking of how I'm going to lose my job, right? And also, how can I have time for my kids? Imagine a nursing mother of a 4-month-old child, leaving her at home, a baby that is still breastfeeding, and traveling to work for many weeks. That was the kind of life that I lived, where I will have to leave my baby at home and disappear for weeks just because I'm trying to make the money from work. Of course, the job was quite interesting, but on the family side and the private life, it was not, didn't pay me well. It was financially rewarding, but it was not family life rewarding. So my husband and I agreed that I was going to start a home-based business, and I started looking, and in May 2018, I found Longrich from Facebook. I saw my upline, Ahoma, many of you know her, 2-star director, talking about the business on Facebook. She's been talking about it several times, but network marketing isn't my thing. But luckily, I went and studied about it. I spoke to people that had participated in other network marketing companies and they were successful. And since this is somebody that I know, it's better, I'd rather do it with somebody that I know well, so that in case anything goes wrong, it's someone I know. But of course, the truth was that this is somebody that I know, and I know that this person is not going to deceive me. So that was why I got involved with it. You could see that this is me and my baby on the left. That's how small my son was when I started the business. And today he's 2 years old. That's him on the right. He's grown up. So many people say that they've got a baby, that's why they can't do the business. Of course, everybody's situation is different. But for me, my why for getting into this business was because of my baby, to have time for him. And what it availed me was I could use my phone. This is my best friend. I work while I'm carrying the baby with one hand. I'm using my phone to do my business. All the noise you see me make on Facebook is from here. I make all that noise. And in the room, on the bed, I just keep making noise just with this phone. This phone has made me millions. So if your smartphone is not making you money, then you know that you wasted money. If it's just for chatting and making calls, this is a business machine. That is why I can go all out to spend any amount of money on my phone, because this is my office. This is what brings money into my bank account every week. All right. So of course I did my Longrich business and I went with speed. I watched Derek Warren videos. Immediately I joined. My upline gave me loads of materials. I read them and I implemented everything. When Derek Warren says try to recruit 20 people in 1 month, I said, okay, I'm going to give myself a target of recruiting 30 people in 1 month instead of 20. And remember, I had never done network marketing in my life. So all I was doing was watching videos and implementing everything I see. I know that there's something we call failing forward. If you don't fail, you're not going to learn. So I made up my mind that I was going to take risk. I was going to try everything that I was told to try. It doesn't matter. Even if I make mistakes, I would quickly learn. So initially when I started calling all my friends that I knew to come and join me in the business. Many of them told me, no, it's not their thing. They can't get involved with this kind of thing. And so I quickly realized that my warm market wasn't working for me at that moment, or I didn't have the skills because I was just in network market. And I went to my Facebook. Immediately, I went on Rampage on social media. And guess what? Social media gave me the result I wanted. So when one style is not working for you, you immediately shift. Don't just fixate yourself on that thing that is not working for you at the moment, maybe because you do not have the skills. Also, I didn't have the opportunity to do offline seminars. Many people around me in the business were doing offline seminars. I have a baby and I have another daughter. I don't have a housemaid, so I don't have that time. It was not possible to do seminars every time. So I utilized my phone. Do you get, when other people are talking to, what do you call it? When people will say they will talk to 5 people a week or 2 persons a week, guess what? Your baby girl will talk to 20 people in a day, 30 people in a day, 50 people in a day. That was a day, I'm not exaggerating, I spoke to 200 people. That was all I did. Speaking to people one by one, just to let them understand this opportunity. Why? Because I realized that I was disadvantaged. You know, if you study the whole network marketing thing very well, you'll be told that offline seminars work best. They work a lot better than just doing online, because you're able to connect with people. They see you, they believe you more. So what I lacked in that physical connection, I made up for in numbers. So don't say I am disadvantaged. I don't have anybody to talk to. I cannot do seminars. What do you have in your hand? I'm a preacher of what do you have in your hands? Whatever you have in your hands, you amplify it and make it up for what you don't have. Like people who don't see, they are blind, right? What do? They go and amplify their hearing skills. They go and improve it. So much so that these guys, if somebody is coming, they would know with sound. What somebody that has eyes cannot notice, somebody that is deaf would notice. Why? Because they're going to improve their hearing skills, right? So amplify that skill you have, that one that is your talent, that is your strength, amplify it and use it to make up for the one that you don't have. You wouldn't believe it. I didn't know what 90 days challenge was. They're talking about it. I only got to start doing 90 days challenge in December last year. I became a star director and moved so fast without even knowing what it was, because I was doing network marketing, but I had other skills that I was amplifying. So the 90 days did not knowing it or not practicing it did not affect me. What was I doing? I was talking to many people every day. So when I now look back, I realized that I was doing my own 90 days challenge in a different way. So instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to work for 90 days with speed, I was working every single day with speed. I was working every day like it mattered. Luckily for me, I spoke to somebody like I started the business. The person told me that your first year in network marketing is very important, okay? Try and give it your all so that you can build momentum. The momentum you build in your first year is able to carry you for a very long time. I didn't quite understand it, but I went and did it. I'm somebody that likes to follow instructions. If you tell me to jump 1 step, I will jump 5, just so that I will make sure I achieve that result that you're giving, I'm supposed to achieve. So I'm just saying this for those of us that need to learn, right? If you don't know, if your strength, some people don't understand compensation plan. They will think that, oh, because I don't understand compensation plan, I'm not going to grow in the business. But you know how to tell stories. Go and tell your stories every day until you win. My first star director, I hope she does not beat me when she hears me say this. Udeme, She says she does not know maths. So all this compensation plan up and down, people are calculating. She cannot do it. If you like, flog her from Lagos to Abuja and back to Lagos. She will not go and calculate compensation plan for you. But look at her, doing very well in her business because she has her strengths and she's maximizing it and doing well. So anybody can do this business. You don't need to be an expert in anything. So that's it. So let's talk about achievements. Today, I've built a team of over 42,000 people and growing every hour. My husband and I are both star directors, as you can see. We are weekly 7-figure earners. We've gotten multiple cars and trips for our families, both for my husband, myself, our kids. We've gotten scholarships for them. And I've been able to write my book. I've always wanted to write a book. That was one of my dreams since I was a little girl. And Longrich gave me that platform to meet people that I could connect with and also had the funds, because writing a book on a global scale is not just a walk in the park. It costs some good money. So the funds were there and I was able to write my book. I partnered with Matt Morris, one of the highest earning network marketers in the world, to produce my book. And also I've been able to start other businesses. Why? Because the money is there and Longrich was able to provide that funds for me. So that's my story. So, and I always like to talk about this part for those that are listening. It was a very fun experience for me. It was the first time I could experience Longrich members. This was about 18 months into the business, about 17 months. I hadn't really seen any Longrich members. The only Longrich member I know is Udemeti Bensi. But I went on an all expense paid trip to China, sponsored by Longrich, and this was my experience. It's just a 1-minute video, so enjoy. You see that Longrich flew us first class. And they received us with flowers at airports. And I spent 2 days in Shangri-La Hotel. That is like one of the top hotel chains in the whole world. That's my hotel room, of course, paid for by Longrich. Then I went to Longrich headquarters, which is like a very beautiful place. And also had the opportunity to meet with the Longrich chairman, Zizure. We had a very strategic meeting with him. Yes, and that's my story. So another person I'm going to talk about is Vivian Mokeme from South Africa. So I've just talked about a star director from United Kingdom, which is me. Our next success story is Vivian. Vivian was a banker, a top banker in South Africa, an IT analyst, a project manager. She worked for one of the top banks in South Africa, FNB. But Longrich was pitched to her. It wasn't her thing at first, but by the time she used the products and she realized that they were good, and she studied the business plan, and it made sense to her, she started to come on board the platform. And finally, she left her job when she realized that she was earning her annual salary in 1 month. Currently, she's doing her PhD program. Her achievements, Vivian today is a 3-star director, a high-earning 3-star director. She is a $1 million earner. She has won multiple cars and trips from Longrich and also gotten scholarships for her kids. And she has built her own house. And she mentioned that she also bought a car for her father. Vivian loves cars. It's like her obsession. You can see her toys on the screen. I mean, she's one lady that loves cars. And so let's listen to Vivian in her own words. Tell us just a little bit about her Longrich journey.
The salary that I was getting from Longrich, I received 600,000 from the bank after tax. And that's not even equivalent to my weekly income from Longrich. So you want to tell me this is not a lucrative deal? You decide. Yeah, I agree with you. There's so much negative stigma around network marketing, especially
And
in
this
South
is her
Africa.
house.
But my research came to a conclusion that that's the only profession that is capable of producing multi-millionaires in a short space of time. Every time I step out of my house, I thank God. I often wonder, where will I be if I said no instead of yes? It really comes down to one or two choices. You either say no or yes. And I'm glad I said yes. After experiencing success in this business, I was so determined, and I made it my mission to share this wonderful business opportunity with everyone. And I don't see why everyone else can't benefit from this platform. It is for everyone. It takes determination and hard work. Yes, it's not easy. It is hard work, but it will definitely pay off. The best part about being financially free is, helping people, because you want to, having money, disposable income. That's the best feeling. Having to help my parents, give them money. I recently bought my dad a car. I bought it cash as well. Not that he needed the car, but I felt I needed to do something.
Wow, thanks for that, Vivian. So let's talk about the Tambous. Charles has already told us about his success story, so I'm not going to dwell so much on that because it's just like repeating everything. But I'm going to mention some things he didn't talk about. That his wife lost a baby because they couldn't afford the medical bills. Can you imagine that? How painful it is for a family to lose a baby just because they couldn't afford the money. And he mentioned that somebody registered him for free, and look at him today doing so well. He took money from the lady that he was going to pay back, and today he has become a huge success story. His achievements: he's a two-star director, he's a weekly seven-figure earner in Naira, he's a multiple trip and car qualifier, both for him and his family. He has bought through properties of 9 flats in Nigeria. He's now a landlord, and he's also gotten scholarships for his kids in Suzhou University in China. You can see the Tambou family. I'm sure you saw the first picture when there was no money, but look at them today. Look at who wouldn't want their family to look as beautiful and as lovely and as awesome as this. Thank you so much, Charles. And then we'll go to the Mbajiwe Madu for us. They got married 11 years ago, just a little bit after they graduated from the university. Both of them were employed, but it wasn't that great. There's some employment that you have. It would be better that, to just be like, let us just be going. But those people were so determined to make it work. All right. So that year in 2015, somebody told the husband about this opportunity called Longrich. He told his wife, and his wife said, no, we're not going to get involved. This thing is one of those scams. We won't get involved. Or do you want us to be carrying products up and down and be selling on the streets? So the wife rejected it. Again in December, somebody came back again and told the wife when she went to print something, and that was where she said yes. December 2015, both of them joined the platform as the family. And so today, Ahoma is a 2-star director. This family earns weekly 7 figures in Naira. And they've qualified for multiple cars and trips for their whole family, scholarship for their children, and they've even built a family home. This is a family that was living in 1-room self-contained before. From 1-room self-contained, they moved to 2-bedroom flats. From 2-bedroom flats, they moved to 3-bedroom flats. And today, the story has changed. Look at them. You can see them on the left. That was before. And look at them today. Let's take a look and hear from Ahoma herself.
My name is Ahoma Mbadiwe Maduforo. Welcome to our home, made possible by Longrich International.
So you can see that Longrich has given them the funds to build such an amazing edifice in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Jesus, you know they use me The house is very beautiful. You can find this video is online. You can watch it. So let us go to the next story. That's the beautiful house the Mbadiwe Madufers were able to build just after 4 years and 7 months in this business. Isn't this amazing? And multiple cars and trips. Their life will never be the same again, but for the better. All right, so let's meet the Edurus. You can see them. They came on board this platform about 5 years ago. Let's hear their story. So this is Emanuela Iduru. She's a graduate of UNN in Nigeria, Nsukka. She had a teaching job that was paying her about 25,000 naira every month. She married the love of her life about 8 years ago. He was not rich. Things were quite tough for them, but she said that she married him because he was a man of vision. This is Emmanuel Iduru, her husband. He's a graduate and the husband of Emanuela Iduru. He has always had an entrepreneurial drive, a very hardworking man, struggling to make it in a difficult economy in Nigeria. So as of 5 years ago, they were just living in a one-room apartment with their lovely kids. So this lady called Mrs. Fortune invited them for a seminar about Longrich, just like somebody has invited you and you're listening to us today. Emanuela attended it. But the funny thing was that this lady who invited them to watch it was not yet a member of Longrich. She was trying to see if she can convince her friends to join first before she would join, so that she will have people that will join her. So after she invited Emanuela watched it and said, I'm interested, but Fortune said, let us analyze this thing. I'm not yet sure about this business. So Fortune, who invited Emanuela, was still analyzing the business, trying to find out if this business is real or fake. Emanuela, who was suffering and knew where the thing was pinching her, the thing that was pushing her was bigger than a lion in terms of finances. She quickly went to her husband and told her husband, there is an opportunity that Fortune told me about, but she's still analyzing it. I think we should join. But because Emanuela is a very focused woman, her husband said no. This woman refused. And because she couldn't explain the business well to him, she had to call another star director in Longrich, who I will unveil very soon. My name is Udebe Etibesi, to come and explain the business to him, because he was saying this thing is not real, it's the women's business, blah, blah, blah. So by the time Udebe met him and explained the business to him, that was how this man came into the business and now became the major driver of the business. And look at them today. Over the course of 5 years, it's been a steady journey of success. Today, Mr. Emmanuel is now a 2-star director in Longrich. Of course, you know what that means. His wife is a 1-star director. You can see them before on the left, before they joined Longrich. And look at the beautiful story today. The pictures on the right and in the center is today. And what have they achieved? They have a house in the United States of America. People that live in Nigeria, but today they have a house in USA. All made possible by Longrich International. They also have their own house in Nigeria. They've gotten multiple cars from Longrich, multiple international trips, weekly millionaires. And as I'm talking to you now, Mr. Emmanuel is in Ireland doing his master's degree, paid for by his Longrich business. And he was the person that signed up the vice president of Liberia into Longrich. His team also brought in Senator Itagiwa into the business. Isn't that a beautiful one? All right. Until today, the Idurus are still winning. So let's talk about Udeme Etibensi. She is a graduate of French from the University of Calabar in Nigeria. She's a single mom. As of 8 years ago, she was a French teacher earning about 25,000 naira every month. But this money was not even paid all the time. They will owe them for up to 3 months. And most times they will not have any food to eat in the house. As at the time she just gave birth to her last child, It was hunger every day. So her friend pitied her, Etido, she was in Longrich, and borrowed her money, 32,000 naira, to start the business. At first, she wasn't interested, but one day, she had stayed for 24 hours without food to eat. She took those products that they got from, that the friend she bought from Longrich with the borrowed money, and so went to the teaching hospital in Calabar, in Uyo, and sold everything and made money. And that was how they got money to eat. And that was what now opened her eyes that this was a viable business, and she became serious. Within 6 months into the business, she got her first car. And look at her achievements. Today, Udeme Etibensi, take a look at this. Can you see the difference? She's the first star director of Longrich. Her mother and son are star directors. She is a verified annual $1 million earner, verified. She owns 2 homes in the United States of America. She owns properties in Nigeria, countless cars and trips from Longrich for her kids and her mom. She has an MBA from Regis University in USA, paid for by Longrich. She's the author of the Futurist book, which is sold on Amazon, and she has built global functioning teams in US and United Kingdom, pioneering the growth of this market for Longrich. All right. You can see her before with the kids when it was so difficult to get food to eat. She told us that she used to go and beg for food from those people that sell food on the street. There was this okra woman, she would go and beg, and the woman will always give her okra for her children to eat. It was like okra every day, morning, afternoon, night, okra. Can you believe that it's the same people today? You can see before and 7 years. Look at her on the left, sitting on the floor, and look at her on the right today. Isn't that amazing? And this is her mother, who is now a 2-star director in Longrich, 7 years ago on the left, and today on the right. Look at how Longrich changes people's lives. Let's take a look and watch Udeme show us some of these things on video. Udeme is in green, she's the one on the screen.
Up with the weights, I work. Down with the pack, I roll.
Hello everyone, my name is Favor Ben, and I am your latest 1-star director in Longrich, Africa. And I am a world changer.
This is the best song, the Star Director.
I keep the prayers in motion and no pulling back. I was boxed in, all the boxes that I couldn't check. And God came through for me, would you look at that? I'm building a legacy out of hobby. I never chased a dream, I designed it. Big crib, you had an echo in the lobby. Boy, I was broke as hell, what they find.
Thank you so much, Udeme, for that beautiful one. And I come to the end today, and I want to leave you with these words. You are qualified to be the next success story. Everybody that I have showed you here today is not much different from you. All of them were born of women, just like you are. They've got blood flowing in their bloods, just like you are. The only difference is that you might not have taken the step, or you might not have given it your all, just like they've given it their all. When I started my Longrich journey, it was like it was not attainable. I saw so many of those people successful. I was wondering, how am I going to do it? But I followed the steps of those who had gone before me. I was relentless in my pursuit for success. I grinded and hustled. And today, I'm also a success story. And my own story is being told everywhere. The time for you to act is now. And by this time next year, we could also be telling your own success story like this. Thank you, everybody who has listened to me, and I'm welcoming you on board Longrich.
Fantastic. Fantastic. This is breathtaking. Guys, is that not breathtaking? Story sells, part tells. You've heard the story. These are ordinary people, now extraordinary. You see their pictures before and after? Imagine where Golibe got that picture also. You're a researcher. So good. Thank you very much for that powerful presentation. So if you want to go extraordinary, you want to become an extraordinary human being, you need to go all out, like you said. You need to go all out. Now, we have the Longrich governor with us. James is here to share with us the 90 days challenge, how you need to go about it. So let's hear from him to conclude this wonderful event. This is breathtaking. James, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You have the floor now.
Can you hear me? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Greetings from wherever
Very
you
clear.
are. If you are from UK, you are in US, you are in South Africa, you are in Nigeria, you are in Ghana, wherever you are watching me from, welcome, welcome. Now you've heard so much. Fortunately, you've heard so much from all the other speakers. You've heard the stories. Listen, it can happen to you. Whatever can happen to anyone can happen to you. Write this down. The distance between where you are and where you want to be is the amount of action you are willing to take. The distance between where you are and where you want to be is the amount of action you are willing to take. Okay? And coincidentally, I'm actually in a hall where I'm talking to a group of people at Her Excellency's place. And so they are listening in as much as you are listening in. And we're talking about the 90 days challenge. Your life can change in 90 days. Your life can change totally, completely, drastically in 90 days. All you need is one thing. Okay, so I'm going to show them briefly. And the 90 days challenge is what I'll have to share with you on the board. So you're going to be looking at the board while I draw this out. Okay, first of all, let me show you where I am. Okay, so that you will know I am with a team. I'm trying to turn it. Okay. You can see that. Take it. Show around. You are seeing yourself, sweet. Turn. Yeah. Bring it. You can see around. Okay, so this is the hall, and we have amazing people seated down here. People that are sitting down here not for themselves. They are trying to put together information that will enable them impact others. And that's why they are here. And whenever you get to a point in your life where it's no longer about you, where you want to impact the life of other people. So it's no longer about you, it's about every other person. But in the meantime, for you to impact others, you have to impact yourself first. Your life will change when you take some actions, and then after that, you can give others what you have. Remember, you cannot give what you don't have. So you must have before you give. So I'm going to be talking about the 90 days challenge. 90 days that will change your life. Put money in your pocket. Put you on the front burner. Get you to the point where you will talk and people will listen. Okay? So I'm going to hand over this screen. We'll go to the board and then I will show you what you need to do. Can you see this board? There is only one skill you need. There's only one thing. There's only one quality you need in life for you to change yourself drastically in the next 90 days. One thing, and that is this. What is this? Type this, comment this in the chat box. Hunger. 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 Look at all the speakers. Look at the success stories. Look at the life of Charles Tambou. Look at the life of SD Golibe. Hunger. That is at the center of it. How hungry are you to change your life? How hungry are you to impact your life? You are in US, you are in UK, you are in China, you are in Ghana, you are in South Africa. How hungry are you? It may have taken you 14 years, 21 years. It's because you have not put in the best you can put in. This is what you need. Hunger. The moment you have the hunger to change your life, within a 90 days period, this can happen. Okay? On the 6th of July, Longrich rolled out a promo and they said, you have an opportunity to qualify for cars. Listen, there are people that have qualified for cars in less than 90 days. SD Charles Tambou qualified for cars in less than 90 days. There are people, I qualified for cars in less than 90 days because I was hungry. I had just discovered that I had wasted time. For 18 months, somebody was talking to me about Longrich. And I said it was rubbish. I didn't have time. And so for 18 months, I wasted my life. Within that 18 months, somebody like SD Charles Tambou's life had changed totally. So my life was a total wreck. What was I doing? How did I miss that opportunity? But God helped me. I finally made that decision. And I went back to be humble to my Oga SD Charles Tambou, the lion of Africa himself, the Interpol skipper Jose. And I said, I will follow this man. Follow who has no road. Follow who no road. If you follow who no road, you will get to your destination faster. The mistakes he made, and he got to where he is, he won't make it because you're following him. He's showing you the right path. He has hunger and passion. SD Charles Tambou has hunger and passion. He wants to create people. Imagine him. He said in the year 2020, he's going to help 310 people qualify for cars. 310. That is a man 22 months ago who had nothing. Put in that passion. What you need is hunger. Unless you are hungry for your life to change, your life will never change. Okay? 6th of July 2020. And Longrich says you have 12 months from 6th of July to 4th of July 2021. Okay? Now, what do you need to actually qualify for this car? You need 110,000 PV. That's what you need. It's action time. Okay? You are seeing all the success stories. You are enjoying their life before and after. Listen, they did 90 days game plan. This is what they did. You have seen all the testimonies. You love what is going on. You love how people's lives have changed drastically. People that were begging food, old houses in US today, you saw it. People that were begging for okra soup on the road, they own houses in London today. Just because they said yes to Longrich and they took the 90 days plan seriously. 110,000 PV. That's what you need to win 5 million naira. That's what you need. Now, Longrich has made this easy because of COVID-19. So thank God. Thank God for COVID-19. COVID-19 is a blessing in disguise. Because before COVID-19, Longrich told you to do 100,000 PV for 3.5 million. 3.5 million. And so next year is going to be harder. But I'm going to share one secret with you. If you qualify for a car once in Longrich, you're automatically going to be qualifying every other year. Because the fastest way to qualify or what you're going to put in is in the first year. Did you hear? In your first year. When a train wants to move, it's going to spend 5 hours warming. When an aeroplane wants to move, it's also going to spend at least 1 hour heating. That's momentum. But you enter a car, you don't even warm it and you move. It takes you about 8 hours to go from Lagos to the east. But when a flight takes off after warming for 1 hour, it takes him 45 minutes. So when you put in this pressure within a 90 days period, it's going to take you farther than you think in the shortest period of time. Okay? So 110,000 PV for 5 million naira. The question is, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it a lot easily? You need 1,100 people to hear about Longrich and to get involved in the business. You need 1,100. 1,100. But are you going to talk to 1,100 people? No, you are not. You're not going to talk to 1,100 people. Do you know 10 people? With your hunger, with your passion, with what you have seen today, do you know 10 people? Drop in the chat box 10, the power of 10. Drop in the chat box. I know 10 people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know 10 people, congratulations, you have qualified for the car already. All you need to do is implementation, and I'll show you how. You know 10. If you know 10 people, you are going to put them together and you are going to share this vision. You are going to cast this vision. Now, it's not a time for joke. Remember, you have 90 days to change your life. So you're not going to bring together people that are not serious. So when you put them together, you tell them, listen, we are all going to qualify for the 5 million naira car in the next 90 days. If you're not serious, walk out of the hall. Take a walk. I don't want to joke. If you listen to Mr. Charles Tambou, SD2, that was kicked out of his house with his children not going to school, do you think he was going to go out there and be talking to people and be joking? No. Hunger. If you're hungry, you put together 10 serious people. Okay? Once you have 10 people, you share this vision with them and you ask them the same question I've asked you. Ask them the question, do you know 10 people? Do you know 10? When the 10 of them says they know 10 people, what will happen is that they will put together their 10 people. So if 10 of your people put together 10 of their people, that will be 100 people. Listen. How hungry are you? This thing can happen this night. You can put together your 10 people this night. By weekend, you are supposed to be having a meeting with those 10. You can put together your 10 people. How hungry are you? Listen, I qualified for a car in less than 70 days. I was hungry. I got the same information you got. Now you are getting the information. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Okay? Now, 10 people, tell them to identify 10 of their people. Everybody's going to qualify for cars. And that's 100 people. But people don't do what you do. People do what you say. People do what you say. So if you want to get people to talk to 10 of their people, you need to talk to 10 of your people. And so when you tell them to talk to 10 of their people, and you will meet them by weekend with their 10 people, before that weekend, you go and talk to 10 new people. Let them see that you have the capacity to put together 10 people. With my hunger, do you think I can put together 10 people in the next 24 hours? Yes. With Mr. Charles Tambou's passion, do you think he can do that? With SD Golibe's passion, do you think she can do that? With Tony Rich passion, do you think he can do that? With SD4, Madam Blessing, Madam Oluchi Abraham, do you think she can do that? SD Blessing, do you think she can do that? Madam Ivory, do you think she can do that? In 24 hours, you can put together 10 people. You have the hunger. So the moment you put together your own 10 people, you now have a total of 110 people. 110 people. Now, you will put these people together in a hall, bring them together, or you will come back on Zoom. Come back on Zoom if they are not in the same town with you. Come back on Zoom and you cast the vision to these 110 people. If you can't, call me, the Longrich governor. Like Mr. Charles Tambou says, he's MTN everywhere you go. Reach out to him or reach out to me. I am everywhere. On Tuesday, I'll be in Port Harcourt. Tomorrow, I'll be in Owerri. On Thursday, I'll be in Lagos. By next week, I'm coming back. I'm everywhere. Listen, put together your 110 people. If you can put them together on Zoom, let us know. 1,000 people are going to qualify for the 5 million naira car. 1,000 people. That's about 5 billion. So if you are joining us today, you will qualify. If you have been in the business, 5 million naira is little. We want you to do 10 million. We want you to do 15 million, 25 million. We want you to do 7.5 million. We want you to do 50 million. Longrich will pay. Okay? If you have put together these 110 people and you talk to them, once you share the vision with them, ask them, do you know 10? Do you know 10? Because Akwa Ibom State is over 5 million people. Owerri is over 3.5 million. We're talking about the 110 people here. A minute aspect of what we're talking about. These 110 people will go out and talk to only 10 people. Only 10 people. So 110 people times 10 people. That's what? 1,100 people. And you have met this goal. Ladies and gentlemen, you did only 10% of the work. You talked to only 10 people. Share the vision to them. Share the vision. Listen. The quality of any message is as strong as the messenger. It's as strong as the messenger. That's why you talk to somebody to become a part of Longrich, the person will tell you stories. Tomorrow, you will see that person in Longrich. What happened? The person told you, listen, this is rubbish. I don't want to get involved. Tomorrow, you see him in Longrich. Why? Because the next person that spoke with him had a different message. The value of any message is as strong as the messenger. What kind of messenger are you? You carry the passion I have. You carry the passion Mr. Charles Tambou had. You will get people to follow you. Okay? Once you have 1,100 people in this thing, all they need to do is to consume product of 100 PV. Each 100 PV. Fast reach part is 60 PV. If you collect 2 panty liner, you have already done 100 PV. If you collect 2 sanitary napkins, you have already done 100 PV. If you collect 1 cordyceps militaris, 1 berry oil, you have done 100 PV. How long does it take to do 100 PV? By the end of this first month, July, you should have your 1,100 people. You should have your 1,100 people, all doing 100 PV. But guess what? They can't all do 100 PV because a lot of averages will work. Some will come in VIP. Some will come in platinum. Some will come in gold. So you would have done more than 100 PV. But 100 PV is the minimum. Okay? Let people come in with whatever they want. 100 PV in 12 months, very possible. Okay? And once you have done your 100 PV each, it will come to what? 1,100 people consuming 100 PV comes to what? 110,000 PV. Have you achieved this goal? And once you have 110,000 PV in the bag, what happens to your 5 million? You have your 5 million in the bag. Listen, I want to tell you this clearly. All the 10 people that you are bringing into the business, they are just waiting for you. The moment you qualify for the next set of people are your 10. Your 10 will qualify. You know why? Do you know why they're going to qualify? Because they know you when you didn't qualify. They know you when you started. You called them together this night and spoke. And they know you don't have two heads. They saw it happen. Immediately you qualify, they are all going to start qualifying. And when 10 of them qualify, you will not be at 5 million anymore. You will be at 15 million. If you help 10 people qualify for the 5 million naira car, Longrich will give you 15 million naira car. Did you get that? So it's not about you. If you want to qualify alone, 5 million. You want 10 people to go with you, 15 million. Your life will change. This can happen in 90 days. The message is as strong as the messenger. Who are you? What kind of messenger are you? John the Baptist came with the message. It was fire. Who are you? Are you a messenger with a vision? Are you a messenger with a passion? Look at it. Look at it. This is the vision. Cast the vision on a board. That's what the Bible says. Make it plain that they belong with it. This is the vision. You need 10 people. If you don't know 10 people, sorry for you. Your entire life, listen, at the age of 21, you would have known 3,500 people by their first names, statistically. At the age of 21, you would have passed through nursery school, primary school, and you have gone through church. You have gone through secondary school. You would have known 3,500 people by their faces and their first name. 10 people is what you need to qualify for this car. 10 people is what you need. 10 people is what you need. And 5 million naira can do a lot for you. If for no other thing, 5 million naira can get you to a level where you will talk and people will listen. 5 million naira can get you to a level where those that ask who are you will start asking how are you. 5 million naira can get you to a level where your church will recognize you and make you the head of empowerment unit in the church. 5 million naira can change your family. Focus it on the board again. This is it. Take a snapshot. Take a snapshot. Watch this video over and over again. Do you want to be like Udeme Etibensi, 25,000 naira salary earner, school teacher, and they were owing her no money to feed. And today she is 4-star director. Hunger, 90 days challenge. 90 days challenge. We have the veteran. The veteran, my own Oga at the top, Charles Tambou, will round up on this 90 days challenge. This is a man that has done 90 days challenge over and over and over and over again. He has learned that 90 days challenge makes him who he is. So in 20 months, he has made multiple 8 figures. He has entered 9 figures, if you understand what that means. Thank you very much, sir. I'm so humbled to be under your government as the Longrich governor. You can take it from here. Thank you, sir.
I love the energy. I love the energy. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can see as it's presenting to over 1,000 people, because we have over 400 people on Zoom. Then we have hundreds of people on Facebook. And now he's still presenting with people physically. Come tell me, why shouldn't he have results? He should be having results, because the more exposure you have in your business, the more money you make. And so he has shown you how you can achieve the car for the next 90 days. How many of us believe that it is possible for us to, if you run with this, you can achieve, you can qualify for car in the next 90 days? I want you to drop the amount of car you want to qualify for. Because I see people, I'm wondering sometimes when people set their vision board, a company is telling you that you can qualify for 15 million. Some people are putting 5 million. I don't know why. Tell me why you are putting 5 million when a company is telling you that the maximum you can qualify for is 15 million, and you can, as a star director, you can qualify for 50 million. So what is 5 million looking for? Why are you looking for 5 million when you can go for 15 million? And so whatever you can conceive you can achieve. If you are going for 5 million, no problem. Aim high. Set a higher target for yourself, and you surely achieve it. Go, run. Don't run for 5 million, please. Run for 15 million. For Star Directors, run for 50 million. You know what that means. Golibe, the Golibe is always smiling. Because that is what is written down. You say you want a lifestyle, put down the lifestyle you want. Don't reduce your goal. It is not costly to dream big. How much does it cost to dream big? How much? Write the cost on the chat box. It doesn't cost anything to dream big. Nothing. It doesn't cost anything to dream big. And so Longrich now, you said?
Dream is free.
Yeah, it's free.
Free,
I don't know why. So I am irritated when I'm seeing that.
I'm so scared to dream. It is free. Let me tell you guys, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I'll just stay like this and I'll be like, okay, so what if I start making 1 million PVs on my 3 legs every week? It's a dream and it's free. Nobody's going to flog me. But if you tell some people to do the same thing, they'll be so scared.
No, so dream big. Longrich is telling you, write a check for yourself. The money is there. Write that check. Now you're writing 5 million instead of 50 million. So I want you to change that mindset now.
Now. Serve yourself.
Yeah, right, serve yourself. How can you go to a party? There's plenty of food.
Let me remind them of a story for those of them that are Christians. Do you remember when, was it Elijah or Elisha that went to, that a king visited when he was dying? I forgot the name of that king. And he told him that he should take his arrow and shoot. This king, I think he shot the arrow. I can't remember whether he shot it only 3 times, maybe 15 times. I cannot remember.
I'm trying to recall the story.
He only shot into the window. He did it only 3 times. After he did it, first of all, he told him to strike on the ground. He did. That's why he shoots only 2 and finished. Elisha said, "I told you to shoot now. Why did you stop at 3? Because as a result of this, you will defeat your enemies only 3 times. But if you had continued without stopping, you would have annihilated your enemies." And a lot of us are like this king. They will tell you to dream. Dream is free. Arrows were plenty. Oga, king, be shooting. The man just shot 1, 2, 3. Yakose. He stopped. It is free now. This dream is free.
Oh,
imagine it. It is free. See, the Bible says, to him who is able to do more than we can ever ask or imagine. Listen, it's just like when we use it when we are ending prayers. A lot of people don't think into this verse too much, but I like to analyze everything I hear. To him who is more than able, I'm talking about God. God is more than able to do what you can ever ask or imagine. So, division of labor, God will do. Before God will do, now what will happen? You have to ask, you have to imagine. So whatever you ask or imagine, God can do more than it. So why are you limiting your God? So when I heard this thing the first time, right, and I analyzed it, that was when I just left the university. I just finished my youth service. I was like, my mates were like, if you can get a job of 100,000 naira, they will be happy. Greedy me, I said, if I can get a job of 500,000 naira, I will be happy. Everybody said, you are mad. How can you get a job of 500,000 naira in this Nigeria? I said, who do you know? I said, that is, every morning I'll pray. I say, God, you said to him, he is more than able to do more than I can ever ask or imagine. I am asking, I'm imagining. I must get a job above 500,000 every month. Guess what? I got a job. And how was I paid? It was above 500,000. I was paid in dollars. I was sent abroad. I don't know anybody. I didn't even apply for the job. I get crashed. It is that same I can do spirit. I walked to the gate of Schlumberger, smiled at the security woman, greeted her very well, and entered the hall and wrote the test without applying for the test. By the time I finished interview, they said I was the best. They didn't want to put me in Nigeria. They were posting me outside the country. That was what the recruiter told me. She didn't want to keep me in Nigeria. And guess I was being paid in dollars. And it was so much. So why are you guys not dreaming? And I've got my classmates that finished with me. Many of them also came for that test, but they were scared. So many of them came late. They were doing like this and like this. They couldn't get crashed the way I get crashed. So you have to dream. And after dreaming, guess what? Put your hustle. Keep hustling.
I like that one. That's the hustle.
Interrupting you.
I like the hustle. Put your hustle. Go all out, all in. So choose your level. If I were you, I would choose the third level I mentioned. Go all in this business. Some of us say we are doing this business full time. When I look at your calendar, I will know what you're earning. Your calendar is your boss. If there is no appointment in a week, in 2 weeks, no event, no seminar, your business is dead. Your business is dead. And so don't just write it. I know the people who are here, that are over 1,000, I know it's only a few people that will do this. It is nature. Some of us are energized now. I am going all in. When you get home now, something else will happen. So I'm reminding you guys, those things will happen. You get it? Those things will happen. But you know what you need to do? When you go into massive action, those fears will disappear. Those fears will disappear. And so take example from all the leaders who have went all in and today they are having results in the business. So see you all next week if possible. Again, we're going to share amazing success stories, business, invite your prospect. If you are invited by someone here, get back to the person. Don't waste any time, just like as the Golibe have mentioned, start now. Many of us regretted why we didn't we didn't get started when we heard about this business some few years ago. By now, I should be a billionaire. By now. You get it? And so go all in. 90 days it is. Go learn more about it. I think that there is this 90 days game plan or what you need to do. There is a document on it. Ask any of your hotline. Let them share it with you. If you don't have it, I think I tag it on my Global Bosses Network group. You can go there, download it, look at what the things you need to do, fill up your calendar with activities, and go all in. I tell you, I guarantee you, it's a guarantee that when you do massive activity, you're going to get massive results. So thank you very much, SD Golibe. Those stories are amazing. I love the way you presented it from nothing to something. Thank you, Chidima Ubaka, for that wonderful presentation on the product. Thank you, Tony. Tony, the compensation plan grew. You shared a lot of stuff that many of us today have learned a lot. Like what as the Golibe said, I don't have time to be calculating all these things. My time is to go do the activity. You get it now? Yeah, so that's why I thought if Dr. Heidi was here, I used to laugh, smile, and say, well, thank you for creating this tool. I love you guys. I love your knowledge. These tools are what I'm going to use out there and build my business. I hope you got the memo, guys. Copy these things you have learned, share it with lots of people. You're going to have results. Then the Longrich governor. I love your moves. I love what you're doing. Thank you for sharing how we need to go all in. Massive activity. It's telling you 10, guys. If I were you, I would. In our class, we don't obey our teachers. We don't obey teachers in our class. So it's telling you 10. In our class, we do 100. Eh? So we do 100.
When you catch the vision, you can't do 10. What is 10 for? We have people that are burning for 100. That's what you need to do.
So thank you, everyone. I love you all. We love you. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye-bye.